intent is to punch him, but I have to finish a circle. Bam. So on this one, we're working on an inside entry. So this is as they're drawing back, because people will give you these tells like they're going to do something. And again, your training partner has to do this. Like in training, you would go to where he's actually hitting you, okay? Because he's got to actually go through the strike. He's got to get what that feels like. So wear the headgear, do things like that so your partner gets used to hitting somebody. So you get real read on the feet. This is, everything is a headbutt, everything is a knife. Think about it that way. When I'm coming in like this, I'm diving in with headbutts. So all of this here is just incidental control. I'm just putting something out here. I just happen to have this. That means when I make contact for this, I'm not reaching for any particular thing. This is just, it's in the area. And then the headbutts will take care of a lot of what he planned on doing. And I'm gonna just feed this underneath. Then I'm going to take a violent turn outside. And if you'll come around this side. So we're going to be facing the same direction. What I've got is this right at the edge here. And again, this is on a weapon that you can actually tuck under here. It's not a sword, that sort of thing. It's not a blade. It's just a stick. I'm keeping this out here. This is the mentality. I use a finger to point so that I have that I'm going in that same direction. I will complete a circle with this hand around his wrist as I come back to punch. So this is an overhand, this is a hook, however you want to play with it. So bam, bam. If you're doing it well, you will have moved the person. So sometimes I don't even have to turn too far out because I've moved them, but I do want to go in the same direction for this particular one. Yep. I'm binding it up under here, so I slipped it under. This will occur regardless of what I do. I will go around, I will make a circle, and then come back to complete the circle. It's not enough to just go in an arc. You have to mentally think, I'm going to go around and go all the way through. You're just doing it on the hit. So when I come out here, I'm doing a couple of things at the same time. Rotating this up through and around as I'm finishing the hit. So at that point, I've got the weapon. So sometimes the weapon flies out, sometimes, you know, even if they're hanging onto it. So let's say some people have really great flexibility and they can withstand that. We're still pounding. By the time you pound them enough, they're gonna release this. If they're unconscious, some people hold on to things, even after being unconscious. It's interesting to watch. So sometimes the muscles all bind as the last thought that they had. So you will discover new ones if you actually ever have to do this. Again, this is violent. I'm changing direction. I can send them in that direction if I want with a little movement. Coming back, my intent is to punch him, but I have to finish a circle. Bam. The other one is just a bind on the elbow. We're coming up tight like this. I bind right here. You'll see where this insets. Okay. Epicondyle, what is it? So I'm going to feed this bone right up into here. This is counter pressure. So this will go up, that will go down. And I'm being nice right now. I'm going to cap this so I have strength. Headbutts, that's all in play. That should be a given. Headbutts and knife. Everything's a headbutt and everything's a knife. Bam, bam, bam. As I pop this. So I can violently just pop it and hit him. Pop, hit. Be nice with your partner in training. Again, come through. Bam, this is a ballsy move. There's no doubt about it. You got to get in there. This is already counter positions. Boom, pop, headbutt, headbutt. And then I will take this like it's just a tool to move them around. If you actually do that, it's kind of fun, okay? So I'm keeping it from the wrist and going up through there. So when you get to this point and you're making the headbutts and so forth, I can take that same mentality of driving and put them where I want. I can mess up their base there. Yeah, I can strike them, pop the knees at the same time because he's got a bad knee, so I'll go right there, you know, boom, boom, head, whatever. This is a binding contract with your partner that you do anything, I'm gonna pop that. So bam, bam, bam. Quick one. That's right there. boom, pop. Okay. Nice. Liver shot, bam, with the shoulder. Now I've got a good lift. I can keep her hand bound, so this is harder for her to do anything else with. She can't recover from a fall or whatever else. I can do a pick and lift, drop her there onto that side. I can come through here, shear that knee. Okay. I can do the lift, pop, straight up, and I'll drive my hips in. So I'm gonna keep off to the side a little bit.
Thank you.
But even there, you can feel how painful that is. Just
yeah,
on,
that was more painful than I imagined it was
yeah.
gonna be.
And that's just against the femoral artery and
yeah.
against. And so I can, once I have you lifted up like that, I can simply pitch you back over onto your head. And it's because I bound your hand, you have no recovery. So I'm coming through here, I'm holding onto this, so you can't stop your fall. So I come up like this, I do the lift, because I'll get lower, and that'll do the lift. And then I'll slam on this side in particular, because I take her ability to put her hand out for a break fall.
Yeah.
If she knows how to break fall.